Hi guys, it's Kelly. I wanted to do a quick foundation tutorial for you to show you how you use that Ben Nye powder, and I use the NARS Creamy Concealer. I know I told you that Samantha Sherman, she kind of got me on to using the Ben Nye powder, and so I wanted to show you my version because she doesn't use the NARS Chantilly concealer in hers. She uses a Sephora gel, which I do not have, but I love this stuff. I showed you in my past video an empty product of this, and an empty product is a big deal in my book because I'm always changing. So this I really love. I think you'll love too, and the Ben Nye together with this is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Double Wear in Sand, and it's 1W2 because I know now they're coming out with numbers and letters for their foundation colors. And I've already primed. I used my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless. You know, if you watch me, you'll notice that I'm not really a big, I use all kinds of different primers. It's just, I don't know why my camera is not, there we go, that's perfect. Okay, hi. So I'm going to use this, my Double Wear, and I'm going, and Samantha Sherman also puts it on her finger and just dabs it, and I have gone away from my brushes because I am with her. I notice a big difference in this than putting it on with the brush or the beauty blender. And if, you know, it just depends on your personal preference. Some people don't like to put their foundation on with their fingers. This is how you used to do it in my day. I mean, you didn't have brushes back then. You didn't have, the only brushes you got were in your cosmetics. You know, the little tiny brushes that you got that came with your eyeshadow or something. So I put it over my lips. Let's see if I can bring you closer so my camera is focusing. And I love this stuff. I am self-tanning. I know I don't do that too often, but since my hair is almost kind of gray, I felt like I was being washed out. Excuse me, let me get my towel. And I felt like I needed a little color, so I'll let you know in another video what I'm using as a self-tanner and how I like it. So let's see. So that is that. Now this coverage is buildable. So like my freckles over here that never want to go away, yeah, they don't. Just, you know, real lightly, and then blend it in your neck, of course. And I'm going to do it over here with all my little freckies. I haven't been out in the sun. They stay with me all year, so, you know, what can you do? They don't go away. So that is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now, what I do for my under eyes, because I don't use a lot of concealer. I mean, you can faintly see it, but that's because the camera's so up on top of me, and I have this little red thing on my nose. I don't quite know where that came from, but I am going to go, and I'm just going to put, come on, focus camera, focus. There you go. Put this under my eye real, I kind of do it kind of thick. This is already thick and creamy, so you really, a lot goes a long way. So it looks like I have a really thick layer, but, and it is thick, but I don't have to keep going in the bottle for, you know, under my eyes. So I kind of do dab my little red-nosed man, and that's all I use of the concealer. Now I take my beauty blender for this, and I don't wet this. It's totally dry, so I just go ahead. You know, it's kind of like your finger as you dab, dab, dab. I like to use this dry because it feels like my finger. And you can see how bright that is, and it covers my red. I'm telling you, this stuff is awesome. It doesn't fall into your lines and wrinkles, which if you follow me, you'll know I have a lot of wrinkles under my eyes, squint lines, you know, you name it, I've got it. And it covers my little red doohickey here. who likes to pop out and say, hi, my name is Friend. Okay, so here is the Ben Nye powder that I talked about in my last video. What I do is I take a brush. This is the Sigma tapered, it's a highlighter brush, but actually no, I don't take that one, sorry. I take my Sigma 863. Can they make this for people, you know, who wear glasses but can't wear glasses when they're in the middle of putting makeup on? So this is what Samantha Sherman showed me. You really want to get in there. You really want to buff that in. It's just like, you know, when you have the Bare Minerals, if you've been a Bare Mineral user, you want to buff it. The more you buff your powder in, your blush in, your bronzer in, the more natural it's going to look, of course, because that's how makeup is. You really got to work it, you know, you got to work at it. So I just kind of brush that in like that. And this is just a fluffy brush. You can use any fluffy brush. You don't have to get, you know, really expensive one. I know that Real Techniques has some great brushes if you can't afford the real expensive ones. And the Real Techniques, I find, don't even shed. So, like this one, look, I've got shedding. You probably can't see it, but I do. It's like, I'm going to shed on you now that you said something. Let's all shed. Okay, so you only need a tiny bit of that Bill Nye powder. And this is what it looks like. You see how white I am? And I'm thinking, whoa, there's no way that I am going to leave this the way it is. So I got the Too Faced. This is called Love Flush. These are the new powders out. They're actually a 16-hour blush. There's the box. I love the box. It's so cute. And here's the blush. And it's called the I Will Always Love You. And this was also from Samantha Sherman. I fell in love with it when she showed me. They're such cute blushes. So this is the first time I am using this. So I'm going to go ahead, take this is my Sigma Powder Blush F10. I'm going to go right in that, just a little bit, and I'm going to see how bright and, you know, how dark this is before I take more. A little more, because once I put my powder on, because you know I have to use powder, it's gonna lighten it a little bit. So for all of you, I always put my blush going up the side of my head, and I don't hit my cheeks too hard. I always get it to the side, just like so. Just work it in. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And you can build this up. So if you really like a bright blush, you can do that. Let's see. The next thing that I do is I take my it is my Tarte, and oh, here it is. I'm always looking at something else. This is the Park Avenue Princess bronzer, and I like this because it doesn't turn me orange. Now, with all of you with fair skin that have I don't know if it's the red undertones or what it is, but any self-tanner I used to use years ago when I was in high school, because I was like the only Snow White in class. Everybody's coming out and has this gorgeous summer tan, and here's Snow White, because I burn. I don't tan. Literally, I don't tan. And I don't know, the bronzers that I would, or the self-tanners would turn me orange. Well, you know what? Any color back then was good for me as long as I wasn't anything but white. Little did I know, you know, the orange didn't look all that great either. So I take my Sigma 850. This is the contoured brush, and here is the Park Avenue Princess, and I just dab that in. You only need a little bit, and it's kind of creamy. It's not a powder form, it's more of a cream form, and I just take it and I put it right under my blush, just like that, just to give my face, because I have such a kind of a fat face, you know, not a fat face, but just kind of a round face, I guess, to give it more that oval look, you know, that I like. I don't want my face to look too round. So I just pop it under that blush just a little bit. I don't like to use something that's going to make me look like, wow, look at you. You've got a lot of bronzer on you. And then I bring it down my nose. Don't, you know, dab too much in this. It'll stay on your brush for a while. And then I bring it, let me pull my camera out a little bit so you can see my full face. I bring it under my lip a little bit so I don't have a white lip. And then I just, you know, kind of try to contour my chin, because as you can see, I have a double chin, but it's going away because I started a new diet and I've lost some weight from it. I'm so happy. I'm starting to get into my old jeans before, you know, I got really, really heavy. And so I'll have to do another video on that. And I go down my neck, even though I've self-tanned. Look, you can't really tell that I've tanned, but I am darker, believe me. So I don't want to have like a dark neck and a dark face and a white neck. That has always been my most scared thing of all, is whenever I go out anywhere, I'll look at my husband and say, is my neck darker than my neck? My face darker than my neck, because I'm so afraid that it is. And sometimes light can really trick you too. So that there is my foundation. Now on top of this, you can use any powder that you have. You can use your Stay Matte Rimmel powder, which I'm going to use today. And I am going to I just take my Bare Minerals Full Flawless Face just because I have so many of them. And I just kind of pat it in there. And I just pat all over my face just to give me more of a matte finish. You know, as you can see, I'm not using a lot. But if you look back on my other videos, you can see that I have a very white face. But with the makeup that I'm using, which is the sand and the double wear, it does not match my skin if I'm not tanning. The next one down, I believe, is Bone. And I, a while back, got Cool Bone. That's not it. Oh, here it is, Cool Bone. And you have to be really, really white to wear this stuff. I mean, actually nothing in your skin, because this will make you look like a ghost. Well, it does for me anyways, because I'm not that fair, But I have a whole bottle here, you know, that just sits there. I'm waiting to find somebody who wants it because I've had it for a while. I tried to use it, tried to make it work, and it just didn't. So that is my foundation routine. So I used the Estee Lauder Double Wear and Sand. I used the Too Faced I Will Always Love You Love Flush Blush 16 Hour. I used the Park Avenue Princess, and this does not have a color, so it's just Park Avenue Princess in Tarte. I used my Stay Matte Rimmel in Transparent. I used my NARS Chantilly Concealer and the Ben Nye powder. This is a loose powder, so you might make a little mess with it like I do. And my favorite of all, and I don't know if they still make this, it's called Soft and Gentle. It's by MAC. My favorite of all highlighter, because I don't like to be a highlighter face. Some people look good with a lot of highlighter. I'm the first to say that I don't. I don't look good with a lot of highlighter. And that's where I bring in my tapered highlighter F35 from Sigma. It's just a little fluff brush. And there's the highlighter. You could probably find this on eBay. And I just popped the ever so tiny bit over that blush and on my nose. And I do my whole lips. Just like that. So when I put lipstick on, you're not going to see that as much. But you see how it brightens up my face? And I I like a little brightness, but I am not liking a highlighter face. I used to use too much, and then I look back in pictures and I'm like, whoa, Kelly, you shouldn't have been using so much highlighter. You know, we all make mistakes, live and learn. But this is my foundation routine, and as you can see, my face looks pretty youthful. I think it looks rather nice. I look suntan and fresh and ready to face my day and the world, and there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my makeup on, and I will see you right back. Okay, so here I am. That is the finished product. Got my hair all done. I just got it toned and cut yesterday. I just put the tiniest bit of eyeshadow on my eyes, a little bit of eyeliner. I noticed that I can't use a lot of eyeliner because when I do, it doesn't look right on my hair. So I have a lipstick on. It is the new NYX matte lipstick. I love it. And so that is my tutorial on my foundation. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. I'll leave all of the supplies that I used, all of the cosmetics that I used on my face, and I will be back this week with my weight loss success story so far, what I'm loving on my hair right now because it is very blonde, almost gray, and maybe some other things, outfit of the days, I don't know. We'll be back, and I will see you later. Please like and subscribe my video. Bye, guys.